Hi everyone, welcome back to Melissa's Kitchen Table. Tonight for Sunday night dinner, I'm going to be making onion soup sandwiches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Instapot, and I haven't used this before, so I'm trying this out with you guys, so hopefully it comes out right. And what I did is I have it on, let's see if I can show you. I have it on and I hit saute. And over here, I have a chuck roast. So we're gonna sear this. That's just one of our chuck roasts. I think I may actually have to cut this in half, which is fine. I'm going to go ahead, cut this into 2 pieces, just so I can get this in the pot, because I don't think it will fit otherwise. Alright, so I'm letting that come up to temperature. And then I am going to put some oil in the pan. Ooh, you can tell it's already getting hot. And I'm not going to season the meat yet, because we're going to season it when we cook it completely. So I'm going to go ahead and just put some oil in the bottom here. And I'm going to go ahead and put this piece in first. And then we'll sear that on both sides. And I'll take that one out and I'll go ahead and do the same thing with the second one. And when I'm done with that, we'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and put 2 cups of water in. And then go ahead and put this top on. Okay, so I finally got the Instapot to work. I ended up doing meat and stew, and then I hit pressure. So there's 5 minutes left on that. So while that's going, I have about 3 pounds of onions that I sliced, and I have 4 shallots that I sliced. So I'm going to go ahead, heat up my cast iron skillet, and I'm going to put in about a stick of butter and a little oil. I'm going to dump all the onions in there and add a little salt to that and let that cook down. Okay, so after the 35 minutes, we let it come down on its own, and this is what it looks like. And it's fall off the bone, so that's good. I'm going to go ahead, take the meat out, and then over here, for that 35 minutes, these have been cooking. So now these will be ready to go into the soup. So let me take the meat out and I'll shred that apart and we'll be back. Alright, so I put the heat back on high for the onions. We're going to deglaze that. And then over here, I shredded all the beef. And in the Instapot, I put it back on saute so it's bubbling. I mixed 2 tablespoons of flour and 2 tablespoons of butter, and I'm going to go ahead and put that in to the Instapot. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and pour in about maybe a cup of red wine or white wine. And then over here, we're just whisking that together to make a thicker gravy. Okay, now that's thickened up a little bit. I went and dumped the meat back in here. And we're going to go ahead and pour the onions in. Okay, so to make the sandwiches, I cut 4 Portuguese rolls in half, put them on a baking sheet, and I'm going to spread butter on them and some garlic granules. Okay, so I toasted the rolls lightly, and then we went ahead and shredded some Gruyere cheese and some Swiss cheese, and we're going to mix that together, and I'm going to go ahead and put that on both sides of the bread and melt that before we put the sandwiches together. I'm going to serve it with a green salad and some roasted potatoes and carrots. Okay, so now the cheese is melted, and I'm going to go ahead and pull the onions and the meat mixture with the gravy. And we'll pour that right down on the sandwich. And that's going to be all nice, thick, and juicy. And then just going to go ahead and place the top on it, like that. Push that to the side. And I'm going to serve with some roasted potatoes and carrots. Okay, so that's how I make an onion soup beef sandwich. If you like this recipe, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.